Thank you so much. Okay, so as most of you know, my name is Angela Couch from Career Inspiration. I am a career coach. We already have, oh, there we go. Okay, so who am I? I am a certified career coach. I do a qualification. Apart from being a certified career coach, there's no just so it's my business card. That's not all I see. But I also love being outdoors in nature. I'm a very active person. I love engaging in being outdoors. So this is me paddleboarding on the lake down in Rotorua. That was actually just this last weekend. And this is me paddleboarding in the caves. This is actually not the night sky. These are glowworms. So that was a lot of fun. And rain won't stop me. This is me in Redwood Forest. Climbing through the treetops at night time in the pouring rain. And we had an awesome time. Because it was raining so hard, we were the only crazy people willing to be out there in the rain. We had the whole place all to ourselves. It was a lot of fun. So that's a little bit more about me, other than being a career coach. If you want to know any more, just start. So today I want to talk about who I am, what I do, who my clients are, and how I help them, just so that you guys have a better understanding of that, because I know a lot of you don't seem to know. So, starting with who do I help? So, my clients are people who may be feeling frustrated, stuck, or undervalued in a job that they simply find is no longer satisfying for them. They go to work, they get paid, but it just doesn't inspire them anymore. They're ready for a change, but they're not quite sure what they want to do next, or they know they'd like some help exploring new career opportunities. So, as a career coach, what I do is I partner with my clients to explore what their personal values are and how they want to show up for those values in a career work setting. Just find out what they're really passionate about. So, I support my clients on their journey to help them conceive an idea, create a plan, set some goals, and then take action to build an exciting career they really want to be living. And I help hold them accountable to that. So we walk through and make goals that are within reach. And then I help hold them accountable to actually take those steps and start moving forward. So there are two products that I offer at the moment. The first one I've called a self-discovery career coaching session. Just made that up, it's a name. But really what it is a try before you buy. So it's a 2-week package where I meet with them initially, and then we have an initial consultation where I hear their story, and then I do a personalised coaching session for them, and then I support them for the following 7 days through their action plan. So we set, as I mentioned to them before, we do an action plan for the next 24 hours, next 7 days, and next calendar month. And so that's what that is. So what is it? It's really a snapshot, because it's just one session, it's just a try before you buy. It really is just taking a snapshot of where you're at right now. And it helps them step back and look at the bigger picture and go, okay, in your current situation, what are the obstacles that are stopping you moving forward? What are the opportunities that are currently available to you from where you're at right now? And who can help you take the next steps to move forward? So often when people are stuck, if they find one opportunity, they just latch onto it and have tunnel vision, and they just go for it, think that's the way out. With coaching, I can help them step back and say, what are other opportunities we can look at? What else is out there and available to you? Who else do you know that you haven't asked that you possibly could ask for information or connections or networking? So that's that one. This is my real product, my 12-module career transition program. This is where I actually help people who are wanting to change careers. So what we do is we create a vision for their future, whether they want to pursue a new job, find a new career, or some people just feel like I just want to find my calling, I'm done with this, I don't want to work in this, I'm finally doing something I'm really passionate about. So together we explore their values, and then I support them to conceive, plan and build the career that they want to have. So the 12-week career transition coaching program includes evaluating their current employment situation. So we really drill down into that. So we look at what are their skills, how do they behave at work, how do they interact with others, how do they show up, including employers, colleagues, staff, clients. We really look at how they behave, how they're showing up, what their personal values are, how those are showing up at work. We also look at what are they interested in doing and what are their future aspirations. When clients come to me, a lot of these questions, a lot of these areas, when I ask them, the simple answer is I don't know. And so I help them dig into who they are, self-reflect, and go, okay, let's figure out what the answers to these things are. Once we've had a look at that, we then start clarifying career direction. So we set realistic goals, as I said, goals that are within reach, and clear objectives, and break things down to, sorry, what was I saying? Break things down to realistic goals. Okay, so then we go, part of what I offer with that project is once we've figured out what you want to do, I help people figure out how do they actually make that happen. So that can be helping them with their CV, their resume, interview preps, job offers and contract negotiation. Mostly I prefer to work with recruitment consultants. Once they're candidate ready and ready to go for interviews and jobs, I prefer to pass them on to a recruitment consultant. But sometimes before they even get there, I can work with people who've been in a company for 30 years. They're like, I don't have a CV. What's my going to a recruitment consultant? They haven't even got that far. So I help them get the basics set and ready before they're even ready to approach a recruitment consultant. I also offer support starting a new career position. It can be a really isolating process, as I've mentioned to some of you before, where you are starting a new job, you're learning how it works, you're learning a new environment, but you've also got to make new friends. And people forget how easily they take for granted the friends they have in their current workplace and how difficult it can be to make new friends in a new workplace. Okay, so what makes me qualified to call myself a career coach? Coaching in New Zealand is not a regulated industry. Anyone can call themselves a coach. For me, what makes me qualified is I've actually done a graduate certificate in professional coaching. It's a New Zealand qualification with the Southern Institute of Technology. I've also certified points of view practitioner. So that is an international organisation that is registered with the International Coaching Federation. So my training with them is actually accredited, I was accredited towards my ICF accreditation, with them. So I'm working towards that. So having done both of those qualifications, I actually have a wealth of coaching to choose from when I support my clients on the journey. So we do a self-discovery and taking action towards a more satisfying career and successful career. So there's a lot of tools to choose from, and what I choose is based on what the client needs. I also have a background working in recruitment. So one of the reasons I love working with recruitment consultants is I know what it's like to be them. I was a recruitment consultant for 5 years, and so I know what recruiters and hiring managers are looking for when they're evaluating your suitability and your fit for a role. I also know what it's like to be on the other side of the process, where you're applying for positions and you find that you're seeking that elusive offer of employment and trying to prove to other people why you're the best person for the job. That can be a really challenging experience for some people. They're not used to selling themselves and putting their best foot forward all the time and saying, I'm the best person for your company. So I help support people through that process with my coaching. I'm just encouraging and giving them that confidence. I know how disappointing it can be to get the rejection phone call or the email saying your job application was unsuccessful, especially when it comes down to the final two and you've done the reference checks and you know this is in the bag and then suddenly it's not. So it's a very personal thing when you're applying for jobs, and often hiring managers don't realise that, and they don't necessarily understand how difficult it can be sending out those rejection letters and the hurt that can be caused by that. So again, with my coaching, I support people go through that process to help maintain that confidence, build up that resilience so they can keep applying for jobs without taking it personally and without blaming the employers or potential employers for not giving them a job. And help stop that downward spiral. I also know how exhilarating it is when the job offer is made and you have the signed contract in your hand. There is a lot of hard work that goes into that, and I really celebrate with my clients when they get there and they've got to that point. It's worth celebrating. So I really help make sure my clients know they've done well. I've also worked in human resource management, so following my recruitment years, I did a degree in human resource management, so Bachelor of Business Studies. And through corporate experience in HR, my focus was on career development and employee engagement and recruitment. So I know firsthand the pitfalls of pushing people who are unhappy in their current role into doing training, giving them promotion, or giving them a pay rise. Just to try and make things go away. Throwing money at a problem doesn't solve it. I have learned. But what I've learned over the years is that what is usually needed instead is to really listen to what the employee wants and work together to create sustainable and satisfying solutions for both the employee and the organisation. So I once had a head of department who worked very closely with his staff and who said, this is not working and I want to change it. They said, well, what do you want to do? And they'd say, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to fill this gap, this would really improve this. It had nothing to do with the organisational business development plan. But the manager said, yeah, go ahead, do it. There's a lot of resistance from other departments, but once they got it working really, really well, it actually benefited the other departments. And this manager had staff that never left. The staff turnover was lowest in the company. Okay, so who are my clients? Who are my ideal favourite clients? When they come to me, they usually look like this. So previous clients have said to me, when they first came to me, they were extremely unhappy in their workplace, unsure of the direction they wanted to go in their career. One person said, I got really frustrated and I was capable of a more senior role and a higher salary, but I wasn't sure how to move forward. She didn't have the confidence to apply for more senior roles. She always thought that when she went for a job for a new company, she'd have to take a step down before they'd be willing to promote her. Another one said, I needed to do a complete change, but I didn't know what I wanted to do, or even what industry I wanted to work in. She was just like looking in a black night. She was like, I just don't know what to do next. So it was, let's try and figure something out for you. Previous clients have said they found the process and the tools that I used to help them. So how they found them, they said they helped them explore their values around work, gave them clarity and think outside the box. Identify limiting beliefs that were holding them back. That's a big one. People often don't know what their limiting beliefs are until someone helps them out. They just stay away from it. Oh, that's too hard, or oh, no, that's not going to work for me. So, well, why is it too hard, and why is it not working for you? So we look at that and explore that and say, okay, these limiting beliefs, can we change these? Can we expand this for you? And start exploring new opportunities that you didn't know were available to you. Everyone said I motivated them to work on new insights and perspectives that developed from the coaching session. So that was the follow-through, the accountability. The coaching session is really fun. It's really a self-discovery session. But unless there's follow-through with accountability and an action plan, it's just a really good conversation and a type of conversation to have. So we always follow through with an action plan. And results. I've had testimonials and feedback where people have said, I learned that I can go to roles outside of my comfort zone and get them. I had someone say to me, you saved me 3 years of my career, 3 years of working in roles that I didn't want to do. Now I have a job that I think would have taken at least 3 years to get. This person said, I felt very at ease with Angela, and she had a genuine care for you and creates a safe space in which to explore your current situation. That's really important. What I do with my clients requires trust. I'm asking them to self-reflect and look at things that are maybe uncomfortable. So they have to feel that they can trust me, that I will create a safe space for them, I won't judge them, I am there to support them, to help them on their journey to finding new ways forward. The best result from working with Angela is how I see myself now as a capable, likeable and intelligent person who can succeed at any help of my mind to. You can't put price on that. So this woman was actually actively being bullied by her boss. But we spent 3 weeks working on that in communication with her manager. By the time she left that organisation, she actually had a glowing reference from him. And so I actually congratulated her on the effort she made and how well she re-established that relationship with him. And lastly, I have no doubt that the career coaching I have with Angela has enabled me to make a significant career leap in a very short time. The job I recently accepted offers more than I could imagine in terms of challenge, the ability to make a difference, use my skill set and remuneration to match. She ended up earning $30,000 more than she was expecting. She initially, the job that I encouraged her to apply for, she's like, one of the salaries too high, but too senior for me. So I want to ask her a couple of the job descriptions. So when you go through that job description, tell me what you can't do. She said, there's nothing in that job I can't do. So I said, well, why aren't we applying for it? So she got the job, and even 18 months later, she still loves it. She said, Angie, this is my dream job, so I'm so happy here. She said, my manager's amazing, he gives me the autonomy I need. She said, it's just been the best move I've ever made. So that's nice to hear, and a client come back to me, even 18 months later. So as I said, I like to walk the talk. I always say life is too short for doing work you don't enjoy. I really do love what I do. I love helping people with their careers. It's something, helping people with careers is what I've done for a long time. This is just the next natural evolution for me in this approach as a coach. Sorry. So if you do know someone who talks about their career as frustration rather than being passionate about what they do, perhaps they're feeling stuck in a job they don't like and they really start exploring new career opportunities, please let them know about me, and I can help them take the next step to move forward in their careers to doing something they actually really enjoy. Thanks.